night hums low in the wires outside. Streetlights blinking like tired eyes. Every sound feels far away, like the past calling, but it won't stay. I drive the long way just to feel the silence bending at the wheel. Your name still hangs between the lines of every song I never finish on time. Your jacket's still in the backseat, smells like rain and almost me. I tell myself I'm doing fine, but mirrors don't believe the lies. We were fire in a paper cup, burned too bright, never built enough. Now the ash falls soft and slow everywhere I didn't want to go. I miss you after the lights go out. When the world gets quiet, the truth gets loud. I don't cry, I just break somehow. I miss you after the lights go out. I miss who I was in your arms before the dark learned all my scars. I let you go, but I don't know how. I miss you after the lights go out. Yeah, the lights go out. The city moves, but I stay still, counting moments I never will get back or fix or say out loud. I loved you best when we weren't proud. Your voice still lives in empty rooms, in half-forgotten afternoon tunes. I play them low so they don't hurt, but every note just makes it worse. We were timing, never time, two lost stars out of their lines. I keep asking what went wrong, like regret knows the words to that song. I miss you after the lights go out. When I'm alone and the doubt breaks out, I don't scream, I just fade somehow. I miss you after the lights go out. I miss the quiet we became before love learned how to wait. I let you go, but I don't know how. I miss you after the lights go out. If I stayed, would we have survived? Or was leaving how we stayed alive? I replay it frame by frame, different endings, same old pain. If love's a road with no return, I still slow down at every turn, hoping you're there in the glow of headlights from a life I don't know. I miss you after the lights go out. When I forgive, but I still doubt. but I don't fall, I just drift somehow. I miss you after the lights go out. If there's a version where we're okay, I hope you found it far away. I let you go, but I don't know how. I miss you after the lights go out. The road keeps stretching, quiet and slow, past all the things I'll never know. If you think of me when the night falls down, after the lights go out. The streetlights hum like they remember you. Every window's glowing with a borrowed truth. I drive past places we never said goodbye. Just learned how to leave without asking why. Your laugh still lives in the dashboard glow, like a song I loved but never wrote. I talk to ghosts in the rearview glass. They don't answer, but they don't pass. I tried to move on, I swear I tried, but time just taught me how to hide. Every feeling I never named still beats inside me, soft and late. Where the night still knows your name, where the silence calls it the same. I don't say it out loud, but it stays like a scar that the dark won't erase. Where the road bends back to you in everything I don't do. I loved you quiet, I loved you true. Now I love you and what I lose. Your sweater's gone, but the smell remains, like rain caught in old picture frames. I replay words I should have said. They sound braver inside my head. We were young, we were out of time. Two soft hearts in a harder life. I held your hand like it might break. You held my fear like a promise made. If love's a house, we left the lights on in rooms we never tried. Now I walk them alone at night, learning how absence survives. Where the night still knows your name, every mile feels the same. I don't chase you, I don't pray, I just let the memories stay. Where the quiet learns my shape, I'm not healed, just rearranged. I loved you deep, I loved you slow. Now I love you letting go. Maybe love's not meant to last, maybe it's just meant to pass through your life like passing cars, leaving light than leaving dark. If I see you in another life, I won't ask for more time. I'll just smile, let it be what it was and what it couldn't be. Where the night still knows your name, I finally say it without the pain. I don't need you to stay, I just needed you once that way. Where the stars don't ask me why, some things end but never die. I loved you more than I could show. Now I love you letting go. The road goes quiet, the sky turns blue, and somewhere in the dark I stop missing you. We almost stay. That's the part that hurts the most. Your toothbrush still by the sink, like you might come back and blink at the mess we didn't clean, at the space where we used to be. The clock kept breathing on the wall, like time was neutral after all. Didn't rush us, didn't care, just watched us slowly disappear. We said nothing, let it pass, like silence wouldn't crack the glass. Every fine we ever said left a weight inside the bed. With the light every afternoon, I talk to it like it's you, like pretending makes it true. I kept the plans we never used, kept the hope just less confused. Funny how the smallest things are sharper than the biggest endings. We were tired, not untrue, just scared of what the truth might do. So we folded slow and neat, left our hearts in the backseat. Yeah, we almost stayed, we almost tried, almost crossed the other side, but fear spoke first and sealed our fate. We almost stayed, we almost burned, we almost healed. of the price of the choice we'd make. We almost stayed, we almost tried, almost let the pain collide with the love we couldn't save. We almost stayed. If there's a world where we didn't run, where leaving wasn't how we won, I hope you're safe in that place where we almost stayed. Some nights I still slow down when I pass your street, not to stop, just to remember how close we were to staying. We stopped talking like we used to, left our words out in the cold. I memorized the way you breathe when loving me was getting old. Your eyes were somewhere far from here, even when you said my name. I felt the distance growing loud, but I stayed quiet all the same. Some loves don't break, they slowly dim, like cities viewed through falling rain. You were already half gone before I felt the pain. After the love fell asleep, I stayed up counting the weeks, tracing your shape in the dark, like it still belonged to me. After the words ran dry, I learned how not to cry. I didn't lose you all at once, I lost you over time. Your side of the bed stays cold, but I don't move it anymore. I learned how to live around the silence you left on the floor. We stopped making future plans, started living day by day. I kept hoping you'd come back, you kept drifting further away. I don't blame you, I don't fight. Some endings don't need a sound. Love just quietly changes shape, then sets itself down. After the love fell asleep, I stopped asking it to speak. Let it rest where it belongs, in the space between you and me. After the spark turned thin, I forgave After the love fell asleep, I finally let it be. I don't wake it up with tears, I don't beg it back to me. After you slipped away, I learned how to stay. Not with you, not in the past, just here. So do I. Your memory doesn't hurt, it just passes by.
The car is still running, but I'm not going anywhere. Your name doesn't hurt like it used to. Now it just feels far away, like a town I passed through and never learned how to stay. I don't check my phone anymore, I don't count the hours at night. I just let the dark sit with me like it's earned its right. We didn't end in flames or screams, just slowly lost the in-between. Every promise slipped so cold until there was nothing left to hold. There's nothing left to hold, nothing left to say. Your hand let go so quietly, I barely felt the change. There's nothing left to hold, no reason left to stay. Love didn't leave in a hurry, it just walked away. Walked away. Your side of the bed stays clean, like you never learned your shape. Even my dreams adjusted, like they knew how to behave. I stopped asking what went wrong, stopped begging time to rewind. And some answers don't come loud, they just arrive as quiet lines. We said maybe way too long, like hope could carry us along. But maybe it's just a softer note. You learn that when you're alone, there's nothing left to hold, nothing left but space. Where love used to be heavy, now it's just a trace. There's nothing left to hold, no words are left to say. We didn't break, we faded out in the gentlest way. If I'm honest with myself, I felt it weeks before it died. That moment when your eyes stayed kind, but never stayed on mine. Some goodbyes don't need a sound, they just stop coming to love. There's nothing left to hold, and that's what hurts the most. Not the leaving, not the loss, just knowing it was close. There's nothing left to hold, but I'm still here somehow, learning how to breathe again with empty hands now. Night stays wide. I turn the lights off, let it ride. If this is what letting go feels like, I think I'll be alright eventually.
I'm okay if I don't think about you. I wake up and the room feels fine. No weight on my chest this time. The sun comes in, I let it stay. I don't push the light away. I make my coffee, check the news, forget the shape of afternoons. I move like nothing ever changed, and for a while it's true. But there's a space I never fill, a silence waiting to be still. It doesn't ask, it doesn't shout, it only speaks when I slow down. I'm okay if I don't think about you, if I keep my days in motion. I'm alright in the shallow end, where I don't feel the ocean. I can breathe if I don't think about you, if I don't let the night stay long. I'm fine as long as I don't ask where you're gone. I'm fine. I pass your name without a sound. It doesn't turn my head around. It's just a word, just a face, just something time misplaced. I stop replaying how it ended, stop defending what we meant. But meaning doesn't need a voice, it just sits where it's been. Some loves don't break, they thin until you barely feel them in your hands, your heart, your sleep. They leave so quietly. I'm okay if I don't think about you, if I stay out of the past. I'm alright in the spaces that don't you back in. The night stays wide, the road stays straight. I don't feel lost, I don't feel brave. If this is peace, it's thin but true. I'm okay if I don't think about you. We said everything but the truth, let it sit between us like smoke. I watched you drift out of reach into the silence we never spoke. Your phone face down on the table like you already knew the end. I memorized the way you looked when love stopped calling us friends. Some things don't need goodbye, they disappear on their own, like warmth leaving a room you didn't know you called home. There was a silence we never spoke, louder than anything said. It followed me home that night and sleeps in my bed. There was a space in your eyes where my name used to go. I didn't lose you in words, I lost you in what we didn't know. I still hear you in the hallway, even though you're not there. Like my heart hasn't learned yet that absence doesn't care. We learned how to avoid each other without ever being cruel. You walked away clean and quiet, I stayed with the invisible bruise. I don't blame you for the leaving, I blame how gentle it was. It's harder to heal from nothing than from something that hurts enough. There was a silence we never spoke that rewrote every plan. I kept waiting for you to stay, you were already gone. There was a moment we lost between the maybe and no. I didn't lose you in the dark, I lost you in the slow. Maybe love isn't supposed to always say its name. Maybe it just fades away without needing the blame. If I reached out one last time, you'd probably answer kind. But I won't wait what's resting in the back of our minds. There was a silence we never spoke, and I finally let it be. Not every love needs closure, some just end quiet. There's no echo left now, just air. The room feels bigger than before, like it finally let you go. Every wall forgot your voice, every door learned how to close. I don't wait for you to call, don't flinch when my phone lights up. Hope left quietly last week didn't make a sound or fuss. We said everything we could, even things we misunderstood. There's nothing left we didn't try, nothing left to keep alive. This is the quiet after goodbye, when the pain stops asking why. No anger left, no tears to cry, just space where love used to lie. This is the quiet after goodbye, not broken, just worn thin. I don't feel you leaving now, I just feel where you've been. The quiet. Your memory doesn't chase me down, it walks beside me, calm and slow, like it knows it's not my home, just a place I used to know. I don't rewrite how we failed, don't imagine different ends. Some stories don't need fixing, they just stop being said again. We didn't lose, we didn't win, we just reached the final inch, where holding on would only mean forgetting how to breathe. This is the quiet after goodbye, where the hurt learns how to rest. I don't miss you like before, I just remember you less. This is the quiet after goodbye, no weight left in my chest. I loved you hard, I loved you true. Now I love the silence best. This piece is something you don't feel, but slowly notice one day, then maybe this is what it is. Nothing loud, just okay. I stopped waiting for the ache. This is the quiet after goodbye, where your name feels incomplete. Not a wound, not a scar, just a word I rarely meet. This is the quiet said goodbye and left me with the quiet. We stayed up longer than the truth, watching the dark pretend to stay. Your shadow leaned against the wall, like it was already on its way. The city breathed outside our room, cars passing like borrowed time. I felt the ending in the air before you crossed your final line. Some loves don't end in fire, they cool before the light. You were already waking up, I was still holding night. Before the sky learned blue, I was still holding you. And every breath felt intake, and everything we couldn't save before the morning came. You slipped out of my name. I loved you more than words aloud, but love was quieter than now. You folded your jacket carefully, like you didn't want to rush. I watched you tie your future tight, while mine stayed soft and crushed. You said take care like a promise you couldn't afford to keep. I nodded like I understood, while my heart stayed asleep. I don't ask where we went wrong, I don't rewind the sound. Some endings just arrive without needing to be found. Before the sky learned blue, I learned what love can do. It teaches you how to hold on, then teaches you what to lose. Before the sun came in, I let the becomes a memory, not a fear. The sun came up and it didn't ask anything from me. The sky looks pale, like it's unsure if it should stay or disappear. I watch the light touch everything and somehow I'm still here. There's coffee cooling on the sink, a quiet song inside my head. For the first time in a while, I don't wish I stayed in bed. I thought the morning would feel loud or drag your shadow back somehow, but all it did was pass me by and let me breathe without a fight. This is when the morning doesn't hurt, when the night finally lets go. I don't feel healed, I don't feel strong, I just don't feel alone. This is when the morning doesn't hurt, when your name stays asleep. I don't forget you, not at all. I just don't need to weep. Just don't need to weep. The street is quiet, washed in gray, like it forgave the rain. I walk a block without a thought that pulls me back again. Your memory feels lighter now, like it learned how to rest. It doesn't press against my ribs, it just leans in my chest. Some days don't mark a change, they simply stop the ache. And maybe that's enough to call it something safe. This is when the morning doesn't hurt, when I stop checking the time. I don't feel lost, I don't feel found, I just feel fine. This is when the morning doesn't hurt, when I let the light stay, not as hope, not as a sign, just another day. If love was meant to break me down, then it already tried. But I'm still standing in the quiet with both feet on my side. I didn't win, I survived. This is when the morning doesn't hurt, and maybe that's the truth. Not because I'm over you, but because I grew. This is when the morning doesn't hurt. No promises, no plans, just a breath, just a moment. I can finally stand. If tomorrow asks again, I think I'll say hello. I wrote your name 1,000 times, deleted it every night. The screen lit up my empty room like it was still alive. I typed the truth and softened it, then erased it all again. Some words are too heavy for a heart that's trying to mend. I don't know what I wanted, forgiveness or a sign. I just wanted you to know you still cross my mind. I never pressed send, I let the silence win. I figured if you needed me, you would have said something. I never pressed send, I learned to pretend that loving you quietly is how this ends. Your last message is still there, like a door I never closed. I read it when the night feels long, just to remember how close you sounded, like you were okay. That hurt more than goodbye. I realized you weren't missing me the way I was missing you tonight. Oh, blame you for the peace. You finally found your way. I just wish it didn't cost every word I didn't say. I never pressed send, I chose the quiet instead. Some love survives best as something left unsaid. I never pressed send, I let the moment end. If reaching out would pull you back, I won't be that again. Maybe love doesn't mean you always interfere. Maybe it means stepping back and letting go of fear. If I ever cross your life in some accidental way, you don't owe me anything, not even what to say. I never pressed send, and now I understand. Not every night is meant to stay inside. loving you finally feels alright. I stopped answering the dark and let it finish talking. The room doesn't feel heavy now, it just feels wide. Like everything that left took its noise with it. I don't replay what I should have said, I don't rehearse your name. Some thoughts don't disappear, they just stop asking to stay. I used to fight the quiet like it owed me something back. Now I sit with it and let it breathe. I let the night finish talking, I didn't interrupt the pain. I stayed still long enough for it to soften its name. I let the night finish talking, didn't rush the truth away. Some things only fade when you let them stay. Let them stay. Your memory feels lighter now, not gone, just calm. Like a photo left too long in the sun. I don't ask what this means, I don't need a sign. I've learned some answers arrive without a line. Not everything needs closure, not every wound needs skin. Some nights just end, and that's enough. I let the night finish talking until it ran out of words. What was loud became a whisper, what was sharp became blurred. I let the night finish talking till the silence felt kind. I didn't fix the past, I just stopped chasing time. If peace is just the absence of wanting things to change, then maybe this is peace, or something shaped the same. I'm not better, I'm here. I let the night finish talking, and I listened all the way. Not to find forgiveness, just to hear what it would say. I let the night finish talking, now the dark feels small. Morning doesn't feel like hope, just a wall. did. Your name doesn't hurt like it used to. It just feels far away. Like something I once believed in, but don't need to say. I still know how you'd say my name, half soft, half short, but I don't wait for it anymore. I've learned how absence cures. Some love doesn't leave a scar, it leaves an open hand. You don't ache, you don't break, you just understand. There's nothing left to hold, nothing left to prove. I loved you more than I should have, and that's still true. There's nothing left to chase, nothing left to save, just a quiet kind of knowing that I felt that way. I packed away the version of me that needed you to stay. Not out of anger or regret, just gently put away. Your memory feels lighter now, like it learned how to rest. It doesn't ask me who I am or what I could have been next. I don't replay the ending scene, not I'd rewrite the past. Some things don't need forgiveness, just time to pass. There's nothing left to hold, but I'm not alone. I learned how to sit with myself in the quiet you left at home. There's nothing left to say, no reason to explain. Some love just teaches you how to feel without the pain. Maybe to hold, and that's okay. I don't need you to miss me for this to feel complete. There's nothing left to prove, no truth left untold. I loved you honestly. Now I'm home. The night feels calm, the road feels clear, and loving you no longer is here. Nothing needs to be said now. The air feels settled in the room, like it finally chose a side. No words waiting on my tongue, no tears trying to hide. I don't reach for what was lost, I don't brace for what might be. I'm just here breathing slowly, letting moments pass through me. I used to fill the quiet with questions I couldn't solve. Now the quiet fills me and doesn't ask at all. Nothing needs to be said now, nothing left to explain. The hurt has folded in the memory and learned a softer name. Nothing needs to be said now, no closure left to find. Some endings don't arrive, they simply fall behind. Fall behind. Your memory doesn't lean on me, it stands a little back, like it learned to respect the space between the then and now. I don't wonder if you're okay, or if you still remember me. Some connections don't disappear, they just loosen quietly. I don't rewrite how we broke, I don't frame it as a loss. It was something that we carried until it set us off. Nothing needs to be said now, the silence understands. I don't need to call it healing, just the way I am. Nothing needs to be said now, no truth left to defend. I loved you fully once, and that feels like enough in the end. Peace is just a moment, it doesn't need to stay. Then maybe this is peace, or close enough to say. I stopped asking it to last. Nothing needs to be said now, and I don't feel afraid. I'm not waiting for tomorrow. Nothing calls, nothing pulls, nothing needs to be said now. I don't dream about you anymore. You visit when I'm awake, in passing thoughts in quiet lights that don't ask me to stay. Your name feels like a place I lived, not somewhere I belong, like a chapter I don't reread, but no, I carried along. Some love fades into distance without losing its shape. It becomes part of the skyline, not something you chase. I see love from far away, like a just two people who once aligned, then slowly lost the line. I don't wonder if you miss me. That question fell asleep. I learned some answers don't exist, they just dissolve with weeks. I pass by things we used to be, and nothing pulls me in. It's not that I forgot you, I just don't live there again. Time didn't heal me loudly, it worked without a sound. One day I noticed peace had quietly come around. I see love from far away, and it doesn't hurt to look.
Nothing ended loudly. Time just kept going. The clock never asked how I felt, it only moved its hands. Every hour found its place without trying to understand. The room changed shape with the light, the floor learned every sound. Even the walls forgot what we used to talk about. I thought the ache would leave a mark or demand to be explained, but it softened into background noise and slowly lost its name. Time passed anyway, with or without me. It didn't wait for healing, it didn't set me free. Time passed anyway, no sign, no warning sign. Love didn't need a reason to fall behind. Anyway, your memory learned how to fade, not gone, just gray. Like a word I almost remember, but never finished saying. I stopped measuring my days by what was missing then. Some things don't get resolved, they just stop being relevant. There was no final scene, no moment to rewind. Just a feeling growing quieter as it learned to stay behind. Time passed anyway, through nights and afternoons. I didn't chase the past, it simply loosened too. Time passed anyway, and I stayed in place, not stuck, not moving on, just giving space. If meaning comes from motion, not from what remains, then maybe this was living, even through the pain. I didn't heal, I adjusted. Time passed anyway, and I'm still here, not lighter, not heavier, just clear. Time passed anyway, and that feels true, not because I forgot love, but because time did too. The light changes on the wall, nothing answers when I call. If this is what remains, I'll stay. Time passed anyway. You left without taking the air. It still smells like you sometimes, not in a way that hurts,
just familiar like old light. I don't reach for you anymore. My hands learn how to rest, but something softer stayed behind. A quiet, nameless sense. Some love doesn't follow the person, it follows the shape they leave. Like warmth on a chair after someone stands to leave. What stayed when you didn't wasn't pain or regret, just a calm understanding of what love can be. And then what stayed when you didn't was a gentler view. I don't miss who I was with you, I just remember you. I stopped asking the night if you ever think of me. That question grew tired and quietly fell asleep. Your name feels lighter now, like it learned how to float. I don't carry it everywhere, I just know what it holds. Time didn't change the story, it changed how I hear it told. The meaning stayed the same, but the weight let go. What stayed when you didn't wasn't hope or despair, just a softer version of me who knows how to care. What stayed when you didn't was a truth I can keep. Love doesn't need to stay alive to stay real to me. Maybe love is only meant to teach us how to see. Not everything that leaves was meant to take from me. If I feel you pass my mind, like a shadow, like a sound, I don't turn around anymore, I just let it move around. What stayed when you didn't is finally clear. I loved you honestly, and that's enough here. What stayed when you didn't is peace, not relief. A quiet kind of gratitude for what once lived in me. The night stays still, the road feels wide, and love becomes something gentle inside.